Gary, a great way to come into work on a Monday morning, having won 3-0 at the weekend, and a fantastic performance as you mentioned on Saturday.
Yeah, I think it's always good after a win. You can see the spring in everyone's step, and you can see the excitement to get back into work and go out again and produce the same. The performance was excellent, but we have to move on to the next one now, the next challenge, and that's always the most important.
Your particular praise for the first half performance after Saturday's game, just looking back at that, how pleased did that make you when you're watching it at the time? Could you see that the things you'd worked on after the last two games had really come together?
Yeah, we've done a lot of work pre-season since we came back, and a lot of it has came in games at certain periods. I thought first half on Saturday for 45 minutes was as good as I've seen, all round display. Everything we've been working on, the possession, the control of the game, the intensity to win the ball back, the attacking threat, it was all there. The last bit would be putting it in the net and having that composure to finish it off and score more goals than the two that we got. You
mentioned as well Saturday about Nick Powell only being at 60%. That's some big statement for his performance in the first half.
Yeah, and I think it's that at maximum. I think he's got a long way to go. He knows that. He's working extremely hard with the physios and the fitness coaches to keep improving on his fitness, but his quality is undoubted. I think we've seen that, not only the free kick, his general play in terms of passing, simple passing, his switch of play at times was excellent, and then also his intensity to win the ball back. You know, he's not a player who just works when we have the ball. He's got great energy to win the ball back as well, so he has to keep working hard and keep improving and building on that performance.
In pre-season we saw him a few times playing a bit further forward in the team. On Saturday he dropped quite deep to get the ball. Do you see him doing that for the foreseeable future?
Yeah, I think he can do a number of things. That's why I was keen on signing him. He can play in a number of different positions and give you different options within the team. So Saturday I think is his preferred position to play in midfield, and he's not had a lot of opportunities to do that in the past few seasons, and I think he showed how much he enjoys it in there and what an impact he can have from that position within the game.
Another player talked about a lot from Saturday's game was no doubt going to be Grigg if he scored, and he did do. It must be nice for you to see that it's not affected in the outside pressures that have happened this summer.
No, it's not. He's quite a unassuming lad. He comes in, gets on with his work, goes home. He's not a flash typical centre forward, and it's great to see. In fact, the fire alarm went off in here yesterday, and I said it must have been Will that came in that set it off. You know, and we were having a laugh about that. But the song is something that I think is great for him. If you know, it should give him confidence and belief, and he should want to hear it all the time, because if we hear it, then it means he's scoring goals. And his goal on Saturday was an exceptional goal from a centre forward's point of view. It was instinctive. He knew where the goal was. He knew exactly what he needed to do, and he can do that. He showed last year he scores a variety of goals, and this year he scored two very different goals already, and I'm sure he'll score a lot more.
Birmingham City, of course, the team you're building up to playing against. What are you expecting from them? They've had a pretty good start to the season.
Yeah, I'm expecting a really difficult game. I think they've got an excellent manager who's done a fantastic job in Burton and was the start of their kind of success, and he's went on to Birmingham and built on that there. They're very difficult to break down. They'll be compact, they'll make it hard for us, and they're a real threat when they go forward. So it's not going to be an easy game, and we have to be even better than Saturday if we want to win the game.
How have the lads been after Saturday's game? Are you expecting anyone to maybe miss out on Tuesday, or are they all fine?
Everyone's fine. We came in yesterday and assessed everyone, done recovery. The boys that didn't play, done training, and the standard was very high. So it's good to see that even the squad players come in and have that hunger to train and progress and try and get in the team. And then we'll look at it today and try and work on a game plan and pick the team for Tuesday.
Is your new signing Sean McDonald anyone who's vying for a position in that squad?
Yeah, he trained yesterday and he was great. He's getting to know the lads, and as I said before, he's a great character and somebody that knows the league well, so he'll be pushing to get in.
You've had 3 longer term injuries. Can you give us an update on how they're progressing? And Andy Kellett, Kyle Noyle and Reece James. Obviously Reece has had surgery recently as well.
Reece is still at home. He's had his surgery and he needs to keep his foot up and pretty much just rest and do small exercises in the house. So the physios have been going to see him at home. Andy is coming out his brace now and will be stepping up his gym rehab and progressing to the pitch hopefully in the coming weeks. And Kyle is slowly coming off his sling that he's been in for a number of weeks now, and he's somebody again that needs to progress from the gym to get outside, but once his sling comes off he can start running. So it's important that these guys work really hard to get back and help the squad as soon as they possibly can.